Welcome, dear friends, to our time of devotional reflection for Wednesday, May the 10th, 2023. My name is Brian J. Munro, pastor of Kitimat First Baptist Church in beautiful Kitimat, British Columbia. And this year we are following John MacArthur's devotional book, Drawing Near, Daily Readings for a Deeper Faith. Today's entry is entitled, Building a Leader, the Right Results, in brackets, Peter. And we have been following Peter as our example, as we know that from Matthew chapter 10, verse 2, the 12 apostles included Simon, who was called Peter. Our main thought for today is, God knows how to get results. Pastor MacArthur writes, God makes leaders by taking people with the right raw material, putting them through the right experiences, and teaching them the right lessons. That's how he trained Peter, and the results were astonishing. In the first 12 chapters of Acts of the Apostles, we see Peter initiating the move to replace Judas with Matthias, preaching powerfully on the day of Pentecost, healing a lame man, standing up to the Jewish authorities, confronting Ananias and Sapphira, dealing with Simon the magician, healing Aeneas, raising Dorcas from the dead, and taking the gospel to the Gentiles. In addition, he wrote 2 epistles that pass on to us all the lessons he learned from Jesus. What a leader! Peter was as much a model of spiritual leadership in death as he was in life. Jesus told him he would be crucified for God's glory, and early Christian church tradition tells us that Peter was in fact crucified. But before putting him to death, his executioners forced him to watch the crucifixion of his wife. He stood at the foot of her cross. He encouraged her by saying over and over, "Remember the Lord, remember the Lord." When it was time for his own crucifixion, he requested that he be crucified upside down, because he felt unworthy to die as his Lord had died. His request was granted. Just as God transformed Peter from a brash and impulsive fisherman into a powerful instrument for his glory, so he can transform everyone who is yielded to him. You will never be an apostle, but you can have the same depth of character and can know the same joy of serving Christ that Peter knew. There's no higher calling in the world than to be an instrument of God's grace. Peter was faithful to that calling. May you be faithful too. Dear friends, thank you for taking just a few minutes of your day to listen to this devotional reflection written by John MacArthur. I've taken his suggestions for prayer and for further study, and I've included them in the description portion of this video, and I strongly encourage you to follow up on his suggestions. Until we can be together again to hear another encouraging devotional reflection, I bid you go in the peace of the Lord.